some sturdy stands here to set everything in. And then here to put on it are these boxes to throw all your produce, potatoes and everything in. And these are kind of big boxes, so we also made some dividers they're gonna be put in here, but we just got done sealing all these, so they're drying. Then we gotta get them inserted. Oh, that should look a lot better than a white plastic table, and what we have, some plastic totes to hold the produce in. It wasn't, we didn't have the prettiest booth. What are you doing?
Moving all these, they're wet.
Looks like Joey's got the idea here.
Of course.
Okay guys, don't you worry, I will help. As the professional YouTuber, I can only carry so much at a time.
Camera's most of it.
Yeah, these guys are heavy. Look at me helping, Brandon.
Oh my, one at a time?
No, it's two.
Oh, sorry, 2 at a time?
1, 2. Cameron's got 6, he's tripled me. Okay, well you guys finish working on this. I'm gonna go see if I can air up some tires.
Have fun.
Does it have the juice? Down here is what I gotta do. I gotta get the air seated tires aired up so we can get these pulled in. I know there's quite a bit of stuff we have to do to them. I know we're gonna replace the rear discs on both machines and kind of go through it, see what else it all really needs. I think that's all for the drills. I don't know, I just work here. And then for the carts, we are going to be putting on, I don't know what the kit's called, but it's gonna be all hydraulic drive kit instead of this ground drive or whatever you call this junk. Because basically both drills they were on their last legs last year. We only have one tank that works in each one. I think it's the back one on both of them. Back one on this one still works, and the back one on this one still works. Otherwise the transmissions and what I don't know what they are. I just work here. They're broken, they don't work. So they're getting converted. And they're coming to do that soon. I think next week, I'm not sure. I just work here. Since this tire has decided to be flat on the bottom side, we got to get some air in the bottom of that. And I think there's another one on the other drill. I think it's time for me to clean all the ice fishing stuff out of the old Bourbon here. We got her. She's packed full. Okay, is there a battery in here? There is. Does the battery have juice? It does. I'll save that one for later. Got mud in the tip. There we go. This one here was our first John Deere 60-foot drill. I think we got it with 80,000 acres on it. I don't know, it was a very high acre machine. And this one we now have every single tire except for this one switched over to these skid steer tires. I think they're heavier ply and they don't blow. We've blown every single one of these on this machine. That one over there still has quite a few originals yet. I think they're both 2011 drills. So they're getting a little older, but keep parting them back together, they work. I am super excited for the hydraulic drive kit, whatever we're gonna put in these things. Because then we can variable rate fertilizer, just get more accurate with everything. Maybe then it'll actually work. Like right now, I have that, or these transmissions, or whatever you call it, disconnected. Because this one's locked up, and I think that one is too. Or no, I don't remember. Yeah, something's definitely not right here. You can feel grinding the gears. It's all getting switched. Oh yeah, now I just remembered. This here is also gonna have to get switched or changed, replaced. That's very cockeyed, so there's like some bushings in there that are junk. I'm not sure how this all works. I'm sure I'll be learning it. Yeah, I think we gotta take something in there apart and replace the whatever. I just work here. Oh, that little compressor does its thing. It's a little warmer in the Bourbon here. Well, while I was just sitting there waiting for my tire to air up, I looked down at our grain bags down in the field and I see a deer standing next to them. So we're gonna go direct that deer away from the grain bags. And I'll tell you why in a minute. It looks like a little fawn mule deer. He looks mildly confused. Oh boy, he's turning on us. Keep going north, buddy. And no, Mr. Game Warden or DNR, we are not chasing this deer. We're simply just taking him for a walk. He's got to go up north where the rest of his mule deer friends are. Okay, bye-bye, little feller. I think he's confused. There's a herd of mule deer like 6 miles north of us, but other than that, I've only ever seen whitetail around our farm. I brought him to the north in his direction where I think he came from, and hopefully he stays up here now. Have fun living up here, little guy. That prairie is gonna suit him a lot better than a bean stubble field. Nice prairie that's uncut and a slough there and some corn stalks here. He'll live up here a lot better. As some of you may already know, here's why I took our little deer friend on a nice walk up north. It's because deer actually get smart with these grain bags. They'll come on the end here and start walking up and walk down the grain bag and creating a whole bunch of holes down the whole thing. Or if they step right on like a seam, they can actually end up splitting the whole bag open and just making a giant mess. So I really don't like seeing deer around these things, which is one reason why we kind of put pellets on the end of it, which it clearly doesn't have enough pellets, is to help prevent the deer from walking up it and making a giant mess. So when I saw him, I'm like, yep, we're going on a little walk to the north of here, and I hope you don't come back, and I don't think he will, because mule deer are dumb and they don't really pattern, they just kind of roam. The bags look good though. I don't think he was messing with much. Time to get back to work. I think that's enough air in the bottom side of this tire. Now I gotta go get the other one over there. Need a new battery though. There's something oddly satisfying about watching a tire that's just sunk down and crushed in the frozen dirt to just all of a sudden get aired up and help pick up this giant piece of equipment. Well, this little job went surprisingly well, because typically when I do this, there's usually about this much snow here at this time of year, and you kind of can't get to the tire, so you just hook on and yank it out, and then finally you got a giant mass of a tire that looks like a pretzel and not an actual tire, and then you got to try to get that to take air. Yeah, it's usually quite a job. Very thankful that this went as easy and as smooth as it did. Now, as long as the discs aren't frozen into the ground so bad and that lifts up, we should be able to drive these suckers right into the shop and be golden. We're in the market for a new skid steer rock bucket. Those of you that can maybe lead us in a direction on ones that are good or ones that aren't. Right now what we have, these are a Jenkins rock bucket or skeleton bucket, whatever you want to call them. I call them a rock bucket, but I guess they're technically a skeleton bucket. They have these grapples on them, and Jenkins actually, these are probably 6 years old now, and they have seen some abuse. We want to sell these and get them updated. Jenkins actually custom made these for us how we wanted them. Back when they're smaller, they would actually do stuff like that. Now when we asked them, it was kind of a no. So what they custom made on this for us was they put replaceable grapple teeth on there, and we replaced these several times just because they wear down. And then they have like a normal spiked edge. We had them put on a bolt-on cutting edge, which I thought was super nice. And then we also had them add this backstop because rocks would always fall over the back, get in behind the cylinders and the skid steer, and you tilt back and it just destroyed stuff. So we also had them add that. It's getting kind of bent up and wore out, and the cylinders are leaking. We'd like to update these. We actually need 2 of them. So if any of you could guide us in a direction of a really strong skeleton bucket or rock bucket, and it has to have grapples, would be awesome. We're in the market. We would go with just another Jenkins, but we'd like the cutting edge for it to be a little stronger, and I don't know. Oh, the grapples lasted a very, very long time, but toward the end of the last 2 years here, they cracked and busted off, so Cameron made some gussets and reinforced that sucker on there solid. Not dissing Jenkins, but I really wish they would custom make another one like that for us. And I think I mentioned the buckets, they need to be heavy duty because it is on a mini payloader here, which has a pretty good amount of power. And it's also on an S850 Bobcat, which has a lot of power. Hoping to upgrade this for actually something bigger. Here's their other one. They're beat up. Well, now we're gonna have a meeting with some bank people, some important people, I guess. Let's see how this goes. Hello.
Hey.
Come on in.
Sounds good.
So how we looking?
Looks like you're gonna have to file for bankruptcy.
Well, that went well. Now the day is like, feels like it's shot. Oh, I gotta love meetings. I think we're gonna see if we can get an air seeder in yet. I don't know. I just work here. Okay, so instead of pulling air seeders in, Joey decides it's gonna be the end of the day. But first, Joey. First he wants me to change an air filter on the sprayer. I did this last year and I hated it. Zach tried getting it. I think we have it on video. It's up there. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of hard to do. Okay, Joey, you got it.
Actually, there's a ladder here.
I don't know how it works. Brian, how's this ladder work?
Maybe.
Joey, give me that ladder. Okay, don't get my bad side.
And there's like a wire harness in the way.
Come off!
Where the heck did that come from?
It don't come out.
Catch. Good job.
I was gonna throw it up and over.
Why is this thing so hard?
Why is the healthiest man doing this? This wire harness is right in the way of the clamp.
I got it. Okay, Joey is barking orders at us that Brandon and I are moving the sprayers to the old shop so we can get air seeders in here tomorrow. And I think they're moving a little tractor over because Adam is coming to fix that tomorrow. We got beepage, I don't know why. I think we got beepage because we got a dead battery, folks. Yep, it ain't starting, it's dead. Got dead battery!
You're gonna hit her in the head.
Almost smokes the dog with the stick she's trying to play fetch with. Is there a cord over there, Joey? Oh, it ain't gonna freeze that quick. Okay, new plan. We're gonna put some heat to the battery for a while and move this in the morning, I think. Apparently you can't run the battery disconnect and charge at the same time, which makes sense. Oh, this is such a cute little tractor. I love it. It looks like it was raining in here by the looks of the dash. What the heck went on in here? My goodness. This little 6420 brings back some old memories. We used to have a 7220 John Deere with a loader on it. This thing's very similar. I like it. See if we can't run into the payloader here. Joey's barking orders at me again. That guy thinks he's the boss around here. Adam's running the sweeper. You know, as every good grain farmer does, it's 5 o'clock. We better shut it down for the day. So I guess we're just gonna go in and watch yesterday's YouTube video. Can't work too hard.